Shapes 1.0. I made some shapes with parallel lines. Lines are parallel if they go across from each other, but they never touch or cross over. I can use them to make a shape called a parallelogram. A square is a parallelogram because the sides that are across from each other are parallel. It's special because it has 4 90-degree angles and all of the sides have the same length. That's a square. A rectangle is also a parallelogram because the sides that are across from each other are parallel. It's a rectangle because it has 4 right angles or 4 90-degree angles like a square. And the sides that are across from each other are the same length. But it's different from a square because all the sides are not the same length. I'm going to make another parallelogram now with a protractor. Start by putting the protractor down at the bottom of the paper and putting a line in here. Then I'm going to take the hole from the protractor and put it at the very left end of that line. Line up the black line with the protractor with the line that I made. And then I'm going to go out to 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, right in between 40 and 50 is 45 degrees. Now I'm going to make a line here, but I want to make it 6 centimeters. So I'm going to line up the centimeter ruler with that dot, so that's at 0. And then I'm going to go out to 6 centimeters. I want this bottom line to be at 6 centimeters also, so I line up the 0 with that corner and then go out to 6 centimeters and put a little dot. Then I'll put the hole on the dot, line up the black line, and I'm going to go up to the angles again and go 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. So that this line will be at 45 degrees also. I still want to make it 6 centimeters, so I line up the 0 on the ruler and then line up those dots. I'm going to go from the 6 back down to the bottom line this time. Okay, so I'm just going to connect the top. And so these two sides are at 45-degree angles. Which means that they are parallel to each other. They would not cross over each other if they just kept going off out into space there. And this top line is parallel to the bottom line. They would not cross over each other. So I've made a parallelogram, a parallelogram. So all the sides are 6 centimeters. They're the same length like a square, but what's different is that instead of 90-degree angles, these lines are at 45 down here. And so this shape is called a rhombus. Parallelogram. Lines across from each other are parallel.